So I'm taking myself out of where I said I was leaving, and that's watching TV shows. So I came in, looked in Hulu, and saw, oh, Godfather. Let me look at my old shows. Is what I did. I said, let me look into the shows that I was watching. So look at Godfather. I said, oh, season 4. They had a season 4. I left off at season 3. I started to say I'm not watching shows because they were changing up the scripts because people did not want to take that new shot. I don't care who does not want to believe it. Hollywood was out there telling people that they got to take this new shot and they didn't want to take it. Let me tell you what was going on. Just whether you believe it or not, how they do these dumb, stupid scripts just out of the blue, out of nowhere. I was watching BMF and I stopped because of that. They killed a child. They killed 2 children first, so I stopped watching it then. Then I went back like a crazy person, and then they were doing the stupid killing people out of nowhere. The first one was the guy. What's her name? Diddy's girlfriend, Young Miami's husband in the show. I forgot his name. It was whatever. He always said his first and last name. He gets shot. I said, "Dag!" I don't know because it was a shooting. So they make up something, and it's a script that makes no freaking sense. The little boy got shot when they went and were fighting in the projects. So the little boy got shot. They first stabbed the little boy, but I don't know if it was that time, at that point. But yeah, if they were still asking, they probably were. They probably were saying take the shot, and they said no. So people getting killed out of nowhere. Cash Doll, whatever her name was, she wanted to kill Lamar. He wound up killing her. So you're like, where's the script coming from? It's out of nowhere. They're just making stuff up, looking dumb and stupid, in my opinion. The Shy, the little boy leaves out of nowhere. They don't want to. I said so, and then all these people just getting shot in The Shy for nothing. You killed off all these main characters, and nobody's using their brain to think why, because they refuse to take a shot. First, it started with the girl in Run the World. The short-haired girl in Run the World said, I'm not coming back because I don't want to take that shot. There's people in the comment section, they saying, write her off, let her die of COVID. No, that should go to you, idiot. Also in the girl, Imani, getting out of it because she didn't want to take the shot either. So they made some dumb thing where they're fighting and she walked off. When I saw how stupid the scripts were, I knew what the reason was. Also in, Organized Crime with Stabler, they switched 2 people out. The Chinese girl, the Spanish guy left, bringing an Italian guy. Then they kill off the Italian guy from out of nowhere. You're making all these dumb, stupid scripts for nothing because you don't want. Then the Spanish guy leaves because he's taking a break. And I didn't watch it again because I didn't want me to pay and I'm not paying. But we have whatever that stupid thing is, it's on Peacock. So when all these scripts coming up, and what else was I watching? The Godfather of Harlem. Yeah, who did they kill off out of the blue? Well, the one older guy did die, probably from the shot. And I probably stopped watching because of that. That was a result of it. I'm coming on to say there's all this uptick in family members killing their entire family. That's becoming more and more ridiculous because they are uploading these, whatever they're doing. What's this thing? They're turning people on. They're turning people on because mRNA is a computer. Put it in something, it's going to act like a computer. Somebody has to start the computer up, program the computer to do things. They're being programmed. Nobody wants to see it because they don't want to stop it. They don't want to try and stop it. I don't know if it's going to stop it, but I'm only explaining what happened with me. Neodymium magnets were said to be able to stop the current of whatever electricity they are sending the people, turning them into robots. There were so many examples that nobody wants to listen. The lady who was beating up the Uber driver in 2021, she was a nurse. They went to her house. She said she don't remember any of that. Hello. The black man who killed the Chinese lady in her house, he's covered in blood, hiding under the bed, saying, I didn't kill anybody. I didn't do this. Hello. The little boy inside Starbucks playing with himself, looking at women, gets arrested, says, I didn't do any of that. It actually first started with the guy in Kenosha, Wisconsin, who plowed the car into the parade, the Christmas parade. He was black. He was hitting the horn. He didn't know what was going on. He ran to try and get away. He's in jail for life. But 2 years later, or the next year, a white guy does it, kills a 9-year-old. I didn't follow that trial because I already know that guy's not going to jail. And they're not going to say it's the same thing because he too hit the horn. But because other people were around him, they were able to try and stop the car some. You can't stop the car if you don't know what's going on. If I'm hitting the horn, that means that I'm not in control. But whatever, people with brains in their head decide to put this man in jail. I say these things and people don't listen to me. It also happened to somebody that I know personally. Their mom was sitting on her stoop. A car ran out of reverse or whatever. A car came out of control, went to the stoop and hit her and killed her. I'm so sorry that happened. But I let her know that lady didn't do it on purpose. But she doesn't care. She doesn't want to hear that. I wouldn't either. But after a while, I'd have to sit and think about it. Listen, none of these people were in control. And I forgot the movie that I watched where they said that I was not driving the car. It was driving itself. This is what they're trying to do. Put those shut off engines or valves, kill switches in new cars. And it's not working. Because all the videos I saw where the cars were not selling, I said, thank you, God. Thank you, universe. I am so happy this is happening. And all the people who got those shots that are still here, thank you, thank you, thank you for still being here. On that note, I'm leaving. I'm going to go finish watching this show because all I'm going to do is get upset. You either take it with a grain of salt, think about what I'm saying. And this man and his face is disgusting. His spray on tan was ridiculous. His orange man, he got that name because he was always tan. This new looking tan thing is not right and real. And they don't care if it's right or real because they know that people are not going to pay attention. The sheep are not going to pay attention. I don't know what that thing is in the Oval Office, but it is not the Central Park 5 Trump. Tell me where that Trump is, and I'll listen to whatever he has to say. This raspy voice thing is not the Central Park 5 Trump, but that's the name I'm going to give him from now on. The Central Park 5 Trump. The one that I do not like. Where is he? All right. Thank you for listening, guys. Enjoy your Saturday.